Hey guys, welcome back to Film Feature 43. Before I get started today, I just want to let you guys know that my video on Tuesday that I'm going to put out is broken down into two parts. It's going to be released on Tuesday and Wednesday, and it is a theory about Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So if you like that movie, if you like movie theories, you like movie breakdowns, go ahead and subscribe down below. And we're talking today about Mighty Ducks episode number 8. So we're back at it again. Let's get to it. So we start off the episode with Nick scoring not only the game-winning goal, but his first goal ever. And the way this was shot, I actually thought this was going to be a dream sequence, and the episode was going to be geared towards Nick actually achieving that first goal.
Down. Let's go! That's it, Nick. Shoot it!
Hands, hips, stick, like a cannon!
But we find out, boom, it's real life, and Nick is at his highest high until his attention he thinks he's getting ends up going to Logan instead. So that brings him down a little bit, and that kind of pits Logan and Nick against each other for this episode. The team pledges to keep their socks on the entire rest of the season, and as I predicted in the last couple weeks, each episode is kind of focused on each one of the Don't Bothers as we go down through the line. And I said last week that I thought today would be a Logan-centric episode, and Bob's your uncle it was. You always get a tinge of 3 different plots in each of these shows. The A plot kind of centered around Coach Bombay as she's getting a taste of winning and really wants to make it to states to prove that her team, whenever everybody counted them out, they came through and they made it to states and they're going to win states. She keeps spouting this mantra about fun first and they're only here to have fun and winning isn't important. But you can tell as she's getting influenced by the, we'll call them less savory parents, Sophie's parents in general, and seeing how it is affecting her boss, she's really getting a taste for this and the notoriety that it's coming with it. We have the B plot with Logan, where he's learning how to become an actual hockey player and actually be good at hockey. And then we have a C plot with the team and their socks and how they're superstitious. The C plots are always kind of the funny plots in the background. So our main 2 plots are Bombay getting an inflated ego and Logan learning how to play from Coach Bombay. One little Easter egg that I actually noticed was, and I didn't notice if it was said before, so I noticed on the wall of the meeting that Alex is in that it's the Duckworth law firm, which I believe is actually the law firm that Gordon worked for in the original Mighty Ducks. So that's a cool little Easter egg that I had noticed before, but it could have been mentioned elsewhere in the series. This is the first time I was noticing that, and in this meeting we kind of see her superiority over her boss, where that's fueling her ego a little bit, and she's finally granted her first 2 mini muffins after working for this business for who knows how long. Gordon pulls the old bike training trick where you hold your kids' handlebars and you run alongside them, and they tell you not to let go, but then you let go, and they end up riding off into the sunset without their training wheels with Logan.
I don't even know how to play it. Everyone's hockey gear. I don't know what half of it does.
Logan, you're skating.
Okay, I'm skating! Oh. I'm skating!
And you see Nick in the background being jealous that Logan's now becoming a better hockey player, and we get that Gordon dynamic where he is this team similar to how he was a big part of the Mighty Ducks. Without Gordon, this team wouldn't be building itself into an actual team like we see them doing. Coach Bombay's turning up the heat at practice. They have to do suicide sprints and lunges, and she's making them drink this grass mixture. She's taking credit for the team's wins. She's ignoring Gordon's contributions and just becoming the Gordon Bombay of the Mighty Ducks 2, where the Ducks really start winning and become Team USA, and Gordon becomes overzealous, starts slicking back his hair, and really focusing on winning. That's what we're getting here. We're not focusing on fun anymore. We're focused solely on winning. Gordon's serving up life lessons and hockey lessons like short stack of pancakes. He's showing Logan that he has this special gift of flipping the puck, which you know is going to come in handy later.
Now give it a flip. Hey, I did it.
We get to game day. It's the final game against the Huskies, and you have the sock pack being broken, and you have Nick and Logan having a heart-to-heart about family abandonment and essentially what amounts to casual stalking on Logan's part. And you get that camaraderie built in there that you know that Nick's going to help Logan out come later in the episode. Bombay refuses to listen to Gordon and put Logan in, even though the kids are like, hey, we all need to get some playing time. So Nick dupes her with her own ego.
Michelle Obama used your phone first, hashtag.
What? I don't see it.
Scroll a little bit down, a little further.
And Logan gets in, scores the game-winning goal, and we're headed off to States. It's not that much of a surprise considering the fact that there are 2 episodes left. So if they didn't head to States, I don't know what those 2 episodes would be about. And the final episode is called State of Play. So I don't know what you would really expect if they didn't win. But regardless, they win. And Coach Bombay is none too happy. They didn't go with her plan, and they should have won by listening to her. And just this really arrogant talk.
We trashed the race.
She realizes while she's going on this big spiel that, hey, I screwed up, I shouldn't be acting like this, and she runs off. And the end of the episode, Evan's saying, yeah, I know, I gotta fire my mom. She's on her way out, and I'm assuming Gordon's on his way in. And that's the end of the episode. As far as next week, if you watch the sneak peek, you kind of get a glimpse of them heading to States. Coach Bombay is nowhere to be seen. It's only Gordon, so I have a feeling that, at least in the first couple rounds, Bombay's not going to be there. And then she'll show up at the end to bring it back to its rightful conclusion of her being the rightful coach. Even though she made some mistakes, they all forgive her, and she comes in, and they end up, I think, losing States to the Ducks. But people see, wow, this team that we didn't think was going to make it anywhere actually came up and gave us a run for our money. Maybe winning isn't everything.
God bless us, everyone.
We also see Coach T, a.k.a. Baby Thor, going up against Gordon, telling him he shouldn't be here, you don't deserve this. So that's going to give Gordon a motive to win. So if they do win, I do think it's going to be at the hands of Gordon's coaching, or at least a backdoor way of him being the assistant coach, giving Alex advice. And that's going to fuel that in the long run. Gordon is a competitive guy, as laid back as he seems. One more thing I think's coming is we kind of finished up the character-centric stories, at least the characters we have, except for the Czech kids, who still haven't played in a game that we've seen, so I still don't know why they're there. But we, I think, are going to come back around to a more Evan-centric story next time. I don't think he's the main character, but for lack of a better term, I think he's the main character. So we're getting kind of a love story side plot in the next episode with him and Sophie. So that's coming down the pike. As far as my review of the show, this episode, I think, is about what you would expect from a Disney Plus show. We got more hockey, at least by a little bit. Another interesting thing I noticed was, one interesting thing I did see was Lauren in those games that we got more hockey of. She's using some of the moves that the OG Ducks, specifically Connie, showed her. of going for the solar plexus, flipping them over, slamming them into the boards. So it is nice that we're pulling from previous episodes and kind of laying that groundwork of the episodes that came before. So I am kind of glad too that we're getting some Gordon, more Gordon, I guess I should say. We're not getting a whole lot. There hasn't been really an episode that's geared straight towards him, kind of like the original Mighty Ducks was, that it was kind of his story of him being a lawyer and then a deadbeat drunk, and then these kids kind of saving him. We're kind of getting that same story beat again, even though he's not the main focus this time around. It's nice to have Emilio back. I've said that probably every episode that I've reviewed. I also saw, too, it's kind of funny mentioning him, that the young lady that plays Sophie did an interview, and she talked about how great Emilio was, about how he really helped them with life lessons and acting lessons, them all being younger actors. And that's really nice to see, kind of the Gordon Bombay leaking out into the real world. You can tell this is a passion project for him because he's producing these episodes along with Lauren Graham. So it's kind of something that they want to do. They want to be there, and that's showing in the show. It has some sitcom elements to it that you're going to have for a 30-minute TV show that you're not going to get in the movies. But at the same time, it still has that flavor of the original Mighty Ducks, which I appreciate, being a fan of the original Mighty Ducks. And I think that they're doing about as good a job as I thought they would. I see a lot of negative reviews online, on YouTube specifically, of them reviewing, saying that these episodes are trash and things like that. I don't necessarily agree with that, but at the same time, I can see where some of their opinions are coming from. Some of the opinions are middling of the road, and some of them that are good. I think I would fall more on the middling of the road to the good spectrum. I've enjoyed some of the comedy that's come through this, and I've enjoyed some of seeing these younger actors who, except for Evan, I don't think I've seen before. Evan was in Good Boys, I think was the name of it, and really funny there, and he has some of the similar acting chops as in this. So I give it a B, I'd say. So what do you think? Let me know down below. Like I said, subscribe for some movie reviews coming soon, movie theories. We're getting back into the movie season with all this craziness ending. Spiral is coming out today. If you watch it the day that I released the video on Friday, there is a new Venom trailer that I reviewed as well. So all this just different stuff is coming out now. So I'll be doing more movie reviews on this channel. So if that's something you like, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.